Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody's getting it for you. What's gonna be Woo, what's gonna be? It's a day of another day we call Tuesday. Anyway, that being said, what's gonna be? Well, as you see, I did my hair. I did it back to the blonde, but I put the part back in it. I washed out my hair, took it back down, did the split. The reason why I did that is because it looked I don't mind wearing weave. I mean, first of all, it's not like anybody don't know what it is, so I don't really go into all the techniques of trying to make it look so bad, so weakish. But the thing about it was that I wanted to try to do something in reference to at least making it look like it's a little real. Where people go, you know, I know it's not yours, but you did a good job, you know. And that's the reason why I did it, you know, back to the split down the middle, because it is what it is. And the thing is, like, hopefully everybody's still okay. Hopefully everybody's still among us. No one has committed suicide. You're still pushing through. And you have to, one thing, remember, every time you wake up in the morning, whether you're living with someone, whether you're sleeping at someone else's house, you're not alone. You're not in this journey by yourself. There are a bunch of us out here. We're all with you. You may not can see us physically, but just keep us in your mind mentally, and you can realize that you are a person that has a big family, more than you probably know. Even if the ones that you call blood disown you and stuff like that. Anyway, that being said, I was asked a question in reference to employment when it comes to girls like us, you know, trying to find a job. Now, this is my thing. It's just my opinion. You know, you can take it or leave it, whatever the case may be. If you go back to, this is how I always kind of deal with the situation. Forget about the transsexual. Forget about being trans. When you was the way you were before, you went to go apply for a job, and if they discriminated against you, just said, oh, well, I applied for a job, they didn't like me, or I was not qualified. You know, if they want you there, they could always teach you everything you need to do. So it's not like, you know, that it's impossible. But the thing about it was that you just moved on to the next job. And when you went to the next job and they didn't hire you, you just moved on to the next job. You know, my thing is this, is that being true to you, don't make it your crutch. Act as if nothing, act as if you never did nothing. Act as if you just came out this way. And because this is the thing, if you feel as though, oh, I'm going out there and I'm this way, they're going to do this to me, you're kind of sabotaging yourself. If you was born this way, and I mean you was actually like this, you wouldn't think about it. You just go ahead and out the door and just do what you need to do. You understand what I'm saying? So don't concentrate on that. Concentrate on the way you was before you transition. And you carry that on, and that fire spirit, you know, that I'm just going to keep on moving. I'm never going to let the others stop it. Okay, if you don't want me. And this is how I always look at things. If you go to a job or any place, a business, and you start working and they don't hire you, that's not where you need to be. You know, God has a plan for all of us, and we're only following through on the plan. And when you go through errors and stuff like that, as far as, you know, I didn't get hired here, I didn't get this job, because that's not where you needed to be. I'll give you a prime example. I had an interview at the World Trade Center 3 times. Three times I went to job interviews. 3 times. One girl had brought me there from, you know, I know somebody, so she just brought me straight in, went straight to the CEO and stuff like that. 3 times. Now, as I traveled through these buildings, the World Trade Center, I noticed that the buildings shift. And I kept saying to myself, you know, as the people said, why is this building shifting? Because it kept doing like this. I said, well, due to the fact that it's tall, it shifts with the wind. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, and this is what we tell people, never second guess yourself. If you feel as though something's not right, stick with that. Don't go around asking other people, you know, stick to your plan. So I asked somebody and I said, why did this building shift? And they was like, oh, the building shift because of the wind. When the wind blows, it shifts. Now I'm thinking to myself, now the money was going to be good. It was a lot of money I was going to be making up there. You know, because, you know, I was working in corporate America, which I kind of told you before, you know. I didn't let this stop me. I just changed the name and just went back in. And the thing about it is that I was working inside of, you know, trying to get a job working inside the World Trade 3 times. Now, the thing about the World Trade Center, which I don't know if you know, it went into a certain amount of floors. I don't know whether it went to like 30th or something, and then you cross over in the middle part, and then it goes up even higher. So always to that middle ground, and then when the elevator stopped there, you go up to the next elevator shift. The elevator was right here, and you got on them elevators, it just went up even higher. You know, and it was an employment agency, it was Weston's, it was quite a few jobs that was in there, but I actually went to the job. Anyway, so I didn't get hired for that job. I felt a little discouraged, I felt a little disappointed, I felt sad a little bit, but I just said, you know what, this is not where I need to be. God didn't want me here. And I'm not saying that the people that were killed in the World Trade Center, that's what God wanted. That's not what I'm saying. I'm by no means, because my friends went up with that whole thing too as well. You know, and I went through a horrific type of thing because my ex was actually in that building. But I'm not going to go into all that. Anyway, so I learned that that's not where I needed to be. You know, and I didn't know the journey, and I didn't like it, the answer that I got, because I really wanted that money, because the money was going to be good, but I didn't get the job. You know, and God forbid, you know, my heart goes out to the families and stuff like that who suffered that horrible, horrific thing, but it wasn't where I needed to be. And that's my whole message to you. If a job does not take you, that's not where you need to be. You're going to get there where you need to be, because the money is going to be abundant. Just keep focused. And this is another thing I want you to do, people of the LGBT or gay community. Don't go to your gay people as far as being trans woman, who you are. A lot of them still see you as men. They're not going to say what they do. And not all of them, because I've compared apples and oranges. When I go to the straight people, they say, well, what's the problem? Go get the job. When I go to the gay people, they say, oh, you go to drag shows, try pageants, and stuff like that. And I'm not knocking for that. It's doing pageants, but sometimes you just want money. Sometimes sticking a whole bunch of money into your hand and you count it's $50 unless you got a booking. It doesn't pay the bills. But I just want you to keep that in mind. When you're going for a job, act as if you never change and you go with their head forth and you fight through. Discrimination is anywhere, whether you're trans, LGBT, or whatever it gets to be. You're going to be discriminated against, but it's up to you to be the leader of your journey. Anyway, that being said, I hope I helped you and stuff like that. I just want to put it out there as far as trans women getting jobs. Act as if you never transition and just go straight in. Just go straight in. They don't have to know what you are. Don't tell them. They can't figure it out. You don't have to let them know. Hopefully you got your name changed and stuff like that, you know. But there are people out here that will help you. Don't you never think it's not. Don't you never think it's not. You could be sitting across from somebody who actually have gay people in their family or have a trans child. You don't know. Always keep that in mind, that there's something positive through that door and not negative. Anyway, that being said, I want to say hello. Hope I helped you. I want to say hello on new people. Oh, I want to say, oh, people, bam. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I want you to do. I want you to do best with it. You can. And if nobody don't like it, then fuck them.